friends, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well. Today we are going to solve another interesting Leetcode coding problem, 3092 most frequent IDs. So this is quite interesting medium complexity coding problem. So I would like to discuss this problem. I created some examples for you as well so that you can clearly understand the approach, the logic as well as the solution how to solve this coding problem. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel now. Your subscription is really important and it really helps and supports this channel. So let's start. The problem involves tracking the frequency of IDs in a collection that changes over time. You have two integer arrays nums and frequency of equal length n. Each element in nums represents an ID and the corresponding element frequency indicates how many times the ID should be added to or removed from the collection at each step. Okay, so this is also important. So you can add the ID or you can remove also, okay, both things. Addition of IDs. So frequency I is positive. It means that frequency ID with value nums of I are added to the collection at step I, and removal of frequency I is negative. It means that minus frequency IDs with the same value are removed from the collection. Return an array answer of length n where answer I represents the count of the most frequent ID in the collection after ith step. If the collection is empty at any step, then you should just return 0. Okay, so this is what the problem says. So we have to find out the count of most frequent ID in the collection. Okay, count of most frequent ID. Okay, so we'll go through the examples. The nums dot length and frequency dot length can be 10 raised to 5 maximum, and the numbers and the frequency numbers will be between 1 to 10 raised to 5, and frequency will be between minus 10 raised to 5 to plus 10 raised to 5. It means that frequency can be negative basically, correct? So that's what it means. So what they are saying is, for example, if you take a look here, right? So you have a collection. If you so you can consider that you are adding these let's say 111. These are you have some labels, okay, and you are adding these labels, right? So what will be the maximum frequency after you add this 111 to your collection? Your maximum frequency or maximum count is 3, right? Because you have count of 1 is 3, so that is the maximum. If I add 2 into my collection, so this will be my new collection basically, right? What will be my maximum frequency at this time? 3, right? Because 1 is still having the maximum frequency, right? If I add 4 like labels, let's say like some other label here, right? So these are some labels are there, like let's say I have some labels, and one number is written on that label, as you can see, right? So now what will be the frequency maximum in this collection? The frequency maximum will be 4. So 4 is the frequency we are talking about, not the number. Okay, we are talking 4 as the frequency. So where is that 4 frequency, which is the maximum frequency here, right? Here it's the maximum frequencies. So that's what they are actually asking us to find out. So let us understand this better with some examples. So these are the nums and these are the frequencies. So let's do one by one. So you have to do the operation from left to right. You have to do it left to right. Okay, so it means that I have added number 2 3 times in my collection, right? So let's say I have a collection, so we'll just draw a diagram, so it will be easy for you, right? So it means that I added 2 3 times, right? 2 3 times, so I have 2 2 2 here. Okay, now I have to answer the query, what is the maximum frequency at this time? So maximum frequency is 3, right? Because 2 appeared 3 times, so you will answer 3. So this is pretty straightforward, right? Okay, now you are adding 3 number of times 2, so you adding 3 2 times, right? So you added 3 here and you added 3 here. Okay, so what will be the maximum frequency now? The maximum frequency is still 3 for the 2, correct? So you will answer that question here. Okay, 3, fine. Now next one is what? 2. 2, you are reducing its frequency by 3. This is very important. So now you are reducing the frequency. Okay, so you used to have 2 3 times, you have reduced its frequency by 3. It means that you removed everything, this thing, right? You removed everything. Now what will be the maximum frequency in this collection? 2, right? 2 is the maximum frequency, you can see here. So that's what you have to answer. So you are now understanding what this problem is now, right? Okay, now you are going to add one time. So you added one time. What is the maximum frequency now? Maximum frequency is still 2, right? Okay, so now you are understanding this problem better. This is another bigger example I created for you guys so that you can even understand this better. And this will also discuss some kind of a scenarios that we will have to handle during our coding, right? So let's talk about it. So let's say I have a collection, right? So right now nothing is there, so I'll just draw one empty. You can think collection as a bag, right? And we are going to add some labels into this bag. Okay, so what we will add? So we are adding 10 times, right? So let's just add 10 times here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 8, 9, 10. So we added 10 times. Okay, we have to answer the question, what is the maximum frequency now? The maximum frequency now is 10, right? So you answered the question 10. Okay, so far so good, no problem. Okay, next time you are saying that you are adding number 3 6 times. So you added number 3 6 times, right? 3 3 3 and 3 3 3. Okay, so this is also fine. So you are answering the question, what is the maximum frequency now? The maximum frequency is still 10, correct? Okay, so far so good. Now you are adding. Now this is getting more interesting, that you are reducing the frequency of 2 by 6. Okay, I'll repeat this sentence for you. You are reducing frequency of 2 by 6 because it's minus, right? It means that you will just delete this 6. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Okay, now what is the maximum frequency here? The maximum frequency is 6 because of this. This is very important. Okay, so you answer this question as 6. Okay, now you are adding 2 4 more times. You are adding, okay, you are adding 2 4 more times because I can add it, right? So I am adding 2 here, 2 2 and 2. I added 4 more times. Now the question is, what is the maximum frequency? The maximum frequency is 8. Why? Because of this 2, right? These are 8 twos here. Very important. Okay, so now this is 8. You have answered, which is good. Now the next one is going to be 1. So you added 1 time. Now what is the maximum frequency? Still 8, right? Okay, so now you understood this problem, I hope, with this example that I created for you, and you got the idea how that minus thing works, this minus thing, how it works, right? Okay, so now how will we solve this problem? So what we will do to solve this problem is we will we will need one map, right? So what will we put in that map? The map will tell us what is the frequency of that element after we perform the operation, right? After we perform the operation. For example, when you perform this operation 210, your map will have, so let's say you have a map, right? You have a map and you added these values. So first you added your number 2, its frequency is 10, right? Okay, so because of this, right? Then you added 3's frequency is 6. You added 3 is frequency 6. Now this is important. So 2 minus 6, right? When you have 2 minus 6, it means that you have to reduce the frequency of this, right? So it will become 4 now, right? Okay, so then when you encounter 2 comma 4, you have to increase the frequency by 4, right? So when you increase frequency by 4, it will become 8, right? So we want to keep track of the number and its current frequency. Okay, so that is one thing. But now how will we identify the maximum frequency element? So for that we will create a maxif using priority queue, right? In Java, there is a class called as priority queue, which we can use it as a min heap or maxif. So in this case, we will use it as a maxif, which will hold the number with maximum frequency on the top. Okay, I'll repeat this. it will hold the number with maximum frequency on the top actually, right? So it's a maxip. For example, you have these two numbers, 2 and its frequency is 8, 3 and frequency 7. So let us say you have a maxip here. Okay, so I'll just draw one maxip here. So maxip is nothing but a kind of a queue, right? So let's say it's a priority queue in Java, right? So what I mean to say is when you add the frequency there 2 comma 8, right? So you added 2 comma 8 here, right? So this is kind of an object that you added, right? It has two things basically, or array. It has two things. One is the number, one is its frequency. 2 comma 8 you added, and you added here 3 comma 6, right? Okay, 3 comma 6. Okay, so this priority queue will make sure that the maximum frequency number will be in the front, right? So 2 comma 8 will be on the front. So whenever you remove something from priority queue, it will always give you the maximum frequency. Okay, it will always give you the maximum frequency in that queue. Okay, so that's why we are going to use priority queue here, because that's what we want to find out, right? Maximum frequency. So now you understood this logic and approach clearly with this example. So let us go and take a look at the Java code. The Java code itself is pretty straightforward once you understand this logic. So most frequent ID is the method we are implementing. Nums array and frequency array is given to us. This method is going to return a long array, because for every query we have to answer the maximum frequency, right? Now n is the nums length, right? The total length of that array. Now here is some important things here. So we are going to create a priority queue here, and priority queue is going to hold long array because two things, right? In this array, one is the number and one is the frequency. The first thing in this array is going to be a number, and the second thing in this array is going to be the frequency of that number. Okay, and then this is the comparator that we are telling priority queue how to prioritize the elements, right? How to manage the elements in the priority queue. So a comma b int b1 minus a1. So what this means is that we want actually the maximum frequency on the top, right? Whole maximum frequency on the top. That's what we are telling priority queue. Okay, so this one is done. So hash map is going to hold long comma long because number and its frequency. Okay, so this thing also is done. So now answer is what we are going to return at the end. Since there is a n size, it will have a n size, right? Answer. So for loop starts here, which is 0 to n. We will start processing each number and its frequency here. So first we will read the number, nums of I, frequency of I is the frequency. We will put the frequency in the map. So frequency for that number in the map, but it is possible that the frequency already exists there. If frequency already exists, then we are going to update the frequency, correct? So num frequency map dot get or default num. So if it exists, it will give you that, otherwise it will give you 0, and then you are going to add the frequency. Okay, so this you understood. We are updating the frequency if it's there. Okay, otherwise we will add it. Now this one is important. Now pq dot add. So now we want to add two things in this priority queue: the number and its current frequency. Okay, I am telling you current. That current word is very important. Current frequency, right? Because here the frequency is changing, right? So for example, 2 frequency is 10 first, then it became 4, then it became 8. So whatever is this frequency I want in my priority queue, right? My priority queue should reflect its current frequency. So that is what exactly we are doing here. Okay, after that we will take the front element from priority queue, and since it is a maxip, it will give you the highest frequency number there. Okay, because it's a maxip. Okay, now here we are going to handle a mismatch. What is the mismatch? It is possible that so in this case, so I'll explain you. So let us clean this screen, so I'll explain you what that means actually. Okay, so in the beginning you have two 10 times, right? Two 10 times. So your priority queue and hash map, right? So priority queue you added 10 times, right? So let's say 2 and 10, right? So you added number which is 2 and it is 10 times. So you added in the priority queue. This is your priority queue, right? This is very important, okay, otherwise you won't understand. So 3 added 6 times. So now your 3 will go here, right? 3 will go here. It's very difficult to write over here in this screen, okay. So 3 comma 6, so it means that 3 appeared 6 times. So now this is important. Now 2, you are going to reduce its frequency by 6, right? 2, you are reducing it because you have a map. Actually, we have a map that will tell you how many times 2 appeared. So 2 used to appear 10 times. That's why I had that entry here. But now 2 is appearing 4 times only because it is reduced by 6, right? So it is only appearing 4 times. It means that this entry is what I got from the front is not a valid entry actually, because these values are not matching. This 4 frequency and 10 frequency is not matching. You understood this, right? It is not matching because it got reduced during the time frame, right? So it means that I have to again pick up the next value, which is this one, right? This is the value that I will pick up because this is the maximum value at this time, right? Not this one. This is not the maximum value because I reduced the frequency by 6 here, right? So that is why we are going to do this, right? So highest frequency 1 is not equal to so it's not actually matching with the map. It means that your frequency actually got reduced, right? So you have to again remove the next element. So we are handling that situation basically, correct? This is very important. After that, whatever use your highest frequency, you have to just answer that here, right? Whatever use highest frequency, you will just answer it, and then you are going to add your highest frequency that you removed actually, okay. Whatever you removed now, you have to add it back to that priority queue, correct? Because we have removed it, right? But you have to put it back there basically. So if I remove 3,6, I have to again put it back into the priority queue after my processing is done, correct? So you will keep looping in this for loop, and you will keep answering those questions. At the end you have to just return the answer, and that one should do it basically. So let us go ahead, give it a run, make sure this code compiles and works correctly. So as you can see here, the code is running correctly against the test cases. We are getting correct answers, okay. So we are going to submit this code now to the Leetcode. Make sure this code gets accepted by the Leetcode. So the code is successfully accepted and 42.39% faster than other submissions. So this is how you can solve this coding problem 3092, most frequent IDs, a medium complexity, quite recent and popular coding problem that we have solved with the help of hash map and priority queue logic that I explained you using these examples, right? So I hope this specific example that I created for you guys help you understand this problem as well as the logic approach and the solution completely clearly and easily. And if it did, then please give it a thumbs up to this video, give it a like to this video, subscribe to this channel. Your subscription is really important and valuable for our channel. It really helps and supports this channel. Guys, it takes a lots of efforts to come up with these examples, to create these images and to explain this example. It takes a lot of creativity, time and efforts. So if you really want to appreciate our efforts, then subscribe to our channel, click on the bell notification icon so you won't miss any important videos, and give a like for this video so that other people will also watch and learn from these videos. Share it with all your friends. On this channel you will learn lots of data structures and algorithmic approaches. The important playlist you should watch it right away is graphs, matrices, binary search trees, binary trees, problems solved using binary search, dynamic programming, recursion, memoization, how to use and apply BFS and DFS on graphs, matrices and trees. The important playlist for data structures include stacks, priority queues, min heap, max heap, as well as lots of solve coding problems, which are very important problems about arrays and strings. So go through those playlists. They will definitely give you a good preparation for your interview rounds, will help you learn more programming as well as problem solving and data structures and algorithms. Thanks for watching this video and have a great day ahead.